We're at number 3 in the top 15 favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. The top 3. The 3, in my personal opinion, my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. Now, this list can always change. You know, if I decide to watch more of the older WrestleManias, then maybe my mind will change. But as of right now, these are the 3 best in my opinion. So number 3, from WrestleMania 19, the match of the night. And let's be honest, guys, I think you guys might have figured out that this would be on this list. If you know me, I've talked about this a few times. I love this match to death. That is Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. The story in this match is very, very simple. You know, Jericho talked about how he grew up idolizing Shawn Michaels, how he wanted to be like Shawn Michaels. Yeah, he had similar hair, similar build, similar moveset. He wanted to be Shawn Michaels. And then when Jericho got older and realized that he didn't want to be Shawn Michaels, he wanted to be Chris Jericho. There was that spot where he cost Shawn Michaels the Royal Rumble, attacking him from behind, busting him open. You know, put his hands on Stacy Keibler and embarrassing Michaels every week on Raw. And this was Jericho in his prime. In his prime, going against Shawn Michaels in his prime. So we all know how great these two are in the ring. And Jericho's doing great right now. And he's not in his prime. He's almost 50. But he's still inventing himself. But these two back in their prime, in just a full-blown wrestling match, you know the type of match these two are going to have. And they did not disappoint. It was a mid-card feud that turned into, in my opinion, the match of the night. Some people say Kurt Angle and, Brock Lesnar was match of the night. That was an awesome match. But it wasn't match of the night. Stone Cold and The Rock 3. That was a great match, but not my match of the night. Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan. That was a fun street fight. I had it earlier on this list, but it was not match of the night. Match of the night was Shawn Michaels and Jericho. They were trying to wrestle each other. This was what you call a pro wrestling match 101. This is how you do a wrestling match right, with chain wrestling, some high-flying spots, some storytelling, targeting limbs, near falls, drama. This was the match that personifies pro wrestling. There's only one other match on this list that turns out pure wrestling that just beats this barely. But this match was just amazing. I can't talk enough about it. I mean, there wasn't really any particular spots that I know. It was just these two were going out there and trying to out-wrestle each other. Who's the better man? Shawn Michaels, rumors were that after Shawn Michaels dropped the world title to Triple H, he was going to be done. He was going to be done from wrestling. He was going to retire. And rumors were that Jericho wanted to work a program with Shawn, and Shawn and Jericho ended up talking, and they convinced Shawn to stay a little bit longer, and he ended up wrestling from that was 2003 all the way to 2010. That's when he finally retired. Then he kind of returned that really shitty match he had with DX and Brothers of Destruction. We won't talk about that one though. But they had a great match, and the crowd was into it. That's the best part. The crowd was into this match. They loved the drama of this match and everything. So towards the end, you see Jericho almost trying to mock doing Sweet Chin music. Shawn hits Sweet Chin music, but can't get to Jericho until he kicks out. The finish was different. Usually it's a finish, done deal. But they had Shawn Michaels get into a roll-up, like a roll-up or small package, and pin Jericho. Just out of nowhere, just pins Jericho clean. And you see Jericho is crying, he's hugging Shawn Michaels, saying thank you, he earned his respect. You're thinking, wow, this was a nice match. Jericho lost, but he still looks strong. This is almost like a babyface turn, show respect, maybe like passing the torch. And of course, Jericho kicks him in the dick. Oh, Jericho was one of those guys that I was never... He wasn't one of my favorites, but the more I watched his stuff and the more I watch his current stuff, he's easily one of the best things right now in pro wrestling. Even today. Easily. And Jericho's just awesome. And what's funny is Shawn and Jericho would end up continuing their feud in 2008. And a lot of people consider that the feud of the year, and one of the best rivalries of the year was Jericho and Michaels at 2008. When Jericho became serious Jericho, he had the suit, he talked very slow, he talked very calmly, like Jake Roberts. And they had that ladder match, they've had that unsanctioned match, they had that match that basically killed the T14 era, where Jericho punched Michaels and Michaels bled too much to the point he was bleeding like a stuffed pig, and that was the night that they eventually got rid of T14 and went to TVPG. That match changed everything in WWE. Now WWE seems they're kind of going a little bit edgier projects still. They're doing some things that, I still don't understand. Like, one minute they're allowed to say dipshit on TV, not get censored, but when they say God damn it, they censor it. And then sometimes they can have blood, sometimes they don't. I don't really understand that one. That never made sense to me. But the Jericho and Shawn Michaels always had great chemistry, and this was one of their best matches. Now, some people say the ladder match was the best, but in terms of pure wrestling, I think it's hands down this is the best. And you can't deny this is by far one of the best Mania matches. Not just Mania matches, but one of the best matches of either of these men's careers. It really solidified Shawn Michaels not being the old-timer, but he still had it. But you also showcased Jericho, who was once undisputed champion. After that, he kind of just floated around a bit into him being a star again. That's what this match was. It was, can Shawn still go in a wrestling match, and can Jericho be taken seriously as a main eventer? And it succeeded in both ways. Made Jericho to a star. Look at where he is now. And then Shawn, he got to wrestle for another 2003, 2010, another 7 years straight. And Shawn, during that time frame, had some of the best matches in his entire life. And one of them is going to be my number 2. So stick around for that one.